MikeDurbin.com. You can get the WCW-esque Conan in that K-Dog Wolfpack style. Man, this Conan might be Bendy of the Year right now.
I told you. Yo. Let me speak on this. Mike Durbin Productions exclusive. The Conan, I was the most impressed with Conan, man. It's like undercover Bendy of the Year. It's a really nice figure. The do-rag is freaking awesome in person. I love the exclusive with the WCW packaging. I love this one with the camo. It's really nice.
And I will say a figurine expert who went to TJ on Friday, Matt Cardona, put it over as being a good figurine as far as figurines go.
Yo, hold on, let me speak on this. Exclusive Mike Durbin Productions, K-Dog. Look at that, listen to K-Dog, keeping it 100, logo on the back, MikeDurbin.com. Get it right now. Low key might be Bendy of the Year. Go get it.
All right, next is from Nino Discoteca. The subject is Disco Schiavone Heat. What's up, K100 crew? Rarely do I visit the dirt sheets these days, but out of habit I'll sometimes click on post links if the headline seems interesting. Came across this one earlier from Wrestling Inc. titled, quote, Tony Schiavone, this WCW star didn't have a bad gimmick, he's just a stupid person. Article linked below. Before clicking immediately, I figured this article was about the one and only Disco Inferno, and not to my surprise, it was. I did not assume this would be about Disco because I think he's stupid, but because Schiavone has a habit of throwing shots at Disco through the years. The article mentions that Schiavone doesn't think the Disco character is a bad gimmick, but the man himself isn't. For years, I assumed Tony was just joking to mess around with Disco, but now I'm not so sure. I don't see any reason why we continue to take these disrespectful shots at Disco. It's not like Disco himself has any public criticism of Schiavone. Well, actually, we have public criticism, but of his just a couple, not nothing that's a big deal. I thought. So now, it's like my question: is this heat with Schiavone legit, or is it all one-sided? Maybe it's time the Disco list as Mr. Schiavone due to his content disrespect. Also, funny enough, all the comments of the Wrestling Inc. article appear mostly positive to Disco and negative to Schiavone. Please, some time to read through them. Maybe he's bitter. Tony doesn't seem to be popular with AW sickos, and he recently got replaced in commentary by Bryan Danielson. Maybe continuously throwing shots at Disco is his way of trying to stay relevant to the IWC. Do you want to? Should we read some of this that he said about me?
Yeah, go
Conan,
ahead.
do you want to hear Tony Schiavone bury me?
Well, I'd like to hear some of the comments. Those are probably better.
Disco's not a bad gimmick, Schiavone said. He's just a stupid person. They're two different things. He's just an... That's it?
What are the comments?
Okay, let me look at the comments. These are some of the comments from people commenting on what he said. All right. Very disrespectful. Okay. Somebody else writes, Schiavone recently stepped down from doing commentary for AW Dynamite, but the longtime broadcaster continues to do interviews on the show and commentary for AW Collision. So he was demoted. Disco was part of many of the greatest nights in professional wrestling history. Why does a 70-year-old soy boy with a midlife crisis earring feel like the need to cry? Hashtag facts. Another guy puts Disco sucks. Watching Wrestling Bio series, Reliving the War, you see that Disco was actually pretty over for a bit there. A very solid worker, too, in an era where he was working with Eddie and Benoit and Ray and Booker and Regal and Finley. He was so overshadowed because his peers were the greatest of all time level workers. I wasn't overshadowed. I actually made those guys look like some of the greatest all-time workers with my work. Disco's coming to defend Tony in 3-2-1 because all of them can't think for themselves. Schiavone, get me Venti Mocha Latte. Yes, and thank you, Tony. Interesting. Check out the E-drones simping for that fat moron Disco. Literally anything or anyone anti-AEW they like. If Hitler was alive and was anti-AEW, they'd put him over. All right, that's enough. What did you think about the comments there, Conan? Do you think some of those comments were...
No, most of them were
What about the guy that said
you.
Disco sucks? Did you agree with that comment?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's disrespectful, to be honest with you.
I don't.
That's a pretty popular series, though. The guy that does Wrestling Bios YouTube, he was going through Nitro and Raw week by week. So you were highlighted on there a lot. Maybe people that hadn't seen you before or had the wrong perception of you learned different from this.
I had
series.
a tweet the other day, Conan. Okay, so somebody posted, some quick thoughts on Raj Giri tweeted, some quick thoughts on last night, all out, nothing felt big, the match is delivered. But for a pay-per-view, you need more than that. I could say, quote, but the sickos enjoyed it, unquote, but they enjoy everything. Most of the matches would have delivered a collision rating. WrestlePalooza, first off, I hate the name. When you're the A show, you shouldn't be playing off a more popular brand's name. Same reason I hated Super Brawl, but whatever.
Who's writing this?
This is Raj Jerry from Wrestling Inc., the former guy from Wrestling Inc. He was on Bischoff's podcast. He's pretty reasonable, okay?
Yep.
Underwhelming, but it's one of those where if the AJ Lee match would have went last night, it changes things. Cody versus Drew was dull. Something has been missing with the Cody as champ since he beat Cena. Cena versus Lesnar kind of sucked. AJ Lee's return was solid, but she's a superstar, and ESPN was pretty easy to figure out once you figure out you needed unlimited. What did you guys think? So then this guy comments, so this guy, John Gigioni, or whatever his name is, this tired shtick. Every AEW show is quote unquote nothing felt big unquote to you. Yeah, you pop for WWE running the same 3 matches with new lighting. Cody's reign feels like paint dime, but sure, blame AEW. Maybe it's not the show. Maybe you've just worked yourself into being a miserable because we said to Raj Jerry. Oof. Then I tweeted, the narrative in AEW isn't stick. It's just a basic observation on a product that is only supported by a niche audience. If more people were attending their shows, following social media, etc., the basic observations would probably be more supportive. Is there anything wrong with that what I said there, Conan?
No.
Okay, well, of course. What do you think this got from people?
Did he respond?
I actually got some positive responses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, did he respond?
Raj, he responded. He said,
What'd he say?
Let me see. He says, that's
you should put all this simping just to get a chair at the scrum.
Okay, so the guy, the guy I quote tweet actually quoted back at me. You want me to read his tweet? Calling AEW a niche product isn't exactly the dunk you think it is. Pro wrestling is a niche product compared to mainstream sports, yet it thrives because of passionate fans who actually enjoy the product. Basic observation. Not everything has to be for everybody. Oof. Rajiri said, that's the thing. Dave keeps floating this narrative to keep hope alive, but the reality is that it's a product for a niche audience that keeps dropping. And it is a niche audience. It's because if you look at the WWE, the way they're drawing like 5 to 7 times more people on social media than AEW is. Like their fan base is like 5 to 7 times bigger, like in the general picture, like the mass of fans. So you would conclude if they have like 15% of the market share that WWE has, that's a niche product.
Like I said before, everything after WWE is a niche product.
Right. Yeah.
Get in the game with the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Bet on the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, golf, MMA, and more. Every sport, every market, right at your fingertips. Deposit instantly with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, starting at just $10. Win big and cash out fast. PayPal in 24 hours or instantly at retail sportsbooks. Available in over 20 states, FanDuel's app is your ticket to the action. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.